or are currently working from home? How many of you really enjoy working from home? Okay. And how many of you do not really enjoy that much? Perfect. I noticed some of us had our hands up all 3 times, including myself. My experience tells me that working from home has pros and cons, like all other things in life. I would like to share with you my story or my experience of adapting to this new way of working. It was March of 2020 when my company first announced that we will be working from home. I welcomed the news with mixed feelings because I looked forward to the flexibility that it was going to offer, but I also knew that I would miss the social interaction aspect of going into the office and interacting with my coworkers, my friends. But regardless of how I felt, the truth was I had no choice. Working from home was here to stay for some time. So I had to adapt to this new way of working. And if I'm honest, I'll tell you that I still haven't gotten it all straight. I'm continuing to learn to adapt to this new way of living or working. Let me start with 2 good things that working from home has offered to me. First one, I'll ask you the question. How many of you really enjoy sitting in the morning and evening traffic while you commute to and from work? Do we have a consensus? Most of us don't enjoy that, including myself. So that's the biggest benefit that I have experienced with working from home. I do not have to sit in the traffic, burn the gasoline, and kill my time. That part is good. Number 2, flexibility in terms of where to work from and when to work. That's an added advantage. In the past 2 years, I've had the pleasure to work from Reno, Nevada, and Portland, Oregon for short periods of time. And it has allowed me to be with my partner who had to move for his new job. So these are really good things of working from home. I do not have to use my vacation days all the time. And it also means that I can plan my day according to my priorities. These are good things. Flexibility and staying away from the traffic. Now let me share with you things that I do not know if I will ever be able to adapt to this new way of living. It's actually just one thing, but it plays a huge role in my life, especially for my mental well-being, and that is social interactions with people. That's the part that I miss a lot. And with COVID, with lots of restrictions which are slowly lifting up, it all meant that I couldn't go out to do social activities outside of my home. I noticed that a feeling of loneliness started to creep in. The last 2 weeks, for some reason, were particularly bad. My anxiety was so up. My body was, for some reason, in fight and flight mode. My digestive system was shutting down, and that was a hint that I needed to do something about it. Because I wasn't going to let anxiety deteriorate my health. So I decided to experiment with a new way of working, which is to not work from home. So I decided to drive every day. I had places in mind. Monday I went to my actual place of work, GM, although there weren't people, but it was a different atmosphere for me. Tuesday I went to Wayne State and worked from my lab. Wednesday I sat in a coffee shop. Thursday I went to a conference. Saturday day I went and played a pickleball where I met one of my coworkers accidentally. So by the end of the week, my energy was really good and I was feeling pretty good. And today, I'm so excited to see all of you. For me, there is something about being in person. It's more than just talking, it's just the physical presence and the energies of the people that it brings together. Fellow Toastmasters, this has been my journey, adapting to this new way of working. If there is anything that I want you to take away from my experience, it's that if you are somebody like me who has to work from home and sometimes feel lonely, I'll tell you that you are not alone. It's natural. And if you're somebody who is a spouse or a family member of somebody who is working from home but you get to go out to work, please show some compassion. Those people are going through a change. Their social circle is disrupted. They will get out of it, but they might need your help to fill in the gap for some time. Last but not least, these tough times are not here to stay forever. We are going to get out of them. And when we get out of them, we're going to be even stronger. And with that, I would like to conclude my speech. Mr. Goldman.
I'm Jyoti.